We have got ourselves another Halo Wars 2 match, and this one is a special one. Why is it special? Because we are playing against the one, the only, the Mitt Romney fan. Now, I want to provide a little bit of backstory. Okay, first off, Mitt Romney fan is playing as Decimus this game. He used to love playing Forge, and the reason why I know this is because when I was running randos with my teammate Apple, we would always have a random third, and we would match up with Mitt Romney fan on our team. And it happened so much, we just became fans of him, right? Usually we had teammates that varied in regards to super good to also inconsistent. And so it was really cool to see that we kept getting a consistent third player that was just their skills were showing off very good. And we already have an engagement going on with the chopper showing up and trying to go after the supplies here at the middle. I did only make one marine, and now I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because unfortunately I don't really have anything to deal with that chopper except for these mines. And it does look like I'm also going to lose the mini base if they choose to grab that. So I opened up with Gen first right away. It's a build that I talk about all the time, and honestly, I am veering away from Gen first. Okay, it is a video I will make at some point, especially one with the ranked based system and how matchmaking works in this game as a whole. That is definitely a discussion I want to have for this game because it's been hurting me lately. I'm not here to go ahead and talk about that. Back to the game, we already have a huge engagement going on with the chopper and the grunts and my marines. They're going to try and focus down on the chopper so I can go ahead and damage it as much as possible so we can try and get as much supply as we can. We're actually going to go ahead and upgrade that supply pad as well. A ram comes down once again, which this is going to be quite the problem. So we're going to start falling back once again to use the mine as cover. And now we're going to get our third marine up, and we're going to keep marine production in order to try and get rid of what's left over here. It's not much left, but it is enough that is a problem, and I want some of them supplies as a whole. I'm hoping he comes in and rams me, but really, Mitt Romney fan is doing an excellent job just microing and just staying away from me as a whole. And so now the final marine is going to come in. We're still going to retreat just a little bit, and now we're going to have a crash come in. We have a marine coming in for the flank. The other two marines are coming in to focus down on that chopper, and it does look like we will be able to get rid of that chopper. And here we go. Our mini base was stolen, and there's a raid camp right away. So we're going to go ahead and grab the supplies, which is kind of funny because I'm bringing my weaker marine over. And I don't know why I decided to get that a bit. Oh, because I want the shield for the cryo troopers. That is why I chose that point. And so we're going with one gen play, baby, and we got ourselves a barracks, and we're going to be sending that puppy over. And here we go. But the hammer bro comes in right away and starts coming to my generator, but fortunately I'm still making units at my base. And so right off the bat, we're actually getting quite the action-packed game. Suicide grunts are coming out, which is quite unfortunate, but we're gonna make a sniper to start dealing with that if we can get it in the correct position. But right now, all in all, it's still a little bit hot. I don't know if I'll be able to take out this mini base, but we are ahead in that regard. Looking back at this, definitely could have used my cryo trooper to focus down on that raid camp, mainly because by doing so, I'll be able to freeze the raid camp and stop Suis from coming out. But we're going to just keep on trying to engage here. Suicide grunts are doing some great work. We got marine reinforcements coming in for green as well. And now they're starting to show up against me. And so now I have to go ahead and put down some mines. And they have the grenade ability as well. So we're getting very close to taking out the mini base, and boy, do I want to. And so we were able to, which is great. But these suicide grunts are still posing to be a problem as a whole, and we finally clear that out. But now green is showing up with more reinforcements. Here's a sniper as well. It is something I want to try and take out, but honestly, I don't even think I'll be able to. We are hurting pretty hard in the supply department, but we were at least able to hold back both of them for now. And so now here comes green, and we got ourselves a nice flank. We got grenades coming down on that sniper, and we're going to be able to take that sniper out, which is going to be very nice, which means all we have to do is deal with what's left over here. But then another sniper comes in for reinforcements. I am looking to try and grab a second base as well. And there we go. We got ourselves a bunker that has come down, which is always going to be nice. We don't have a sniper in there. We kind of need one. So sniper is now being made, and the Forge Hog has now shown up on this side as well. So I am just stuck in this 2v1 situation. since practically the beginning of this game, we're trying to get more reinforcements, but at this point, we're just going to fall back, make some turrets. We're not going to get a second base. And just start hunkering down. There's not really much we can do. We're kind of behind in this regards, but all in all I have to do is just start hunkering down, and we've lost the right lane as well, unfortunately. Yellow's coming in to try and assist with a little bit of Banshees to get rid of the mini base, which will be helpful, but it's still a little bit tough. But we're going to be able to push this back now, which is going to be very nice. We are going to get rid of the mini base, which is good too. But I am still on Tech 1, and I am 6 minutes in, so not really looking too hot in that regards. So mine is coming down to go ahead and see if we can push the enemy back just a little bit. And mini base is almost taken out, and now here comes the Decimus trying to shoot down the snipers, because that's going to be great to get rid of. Vortex drop comes down, which will be a problem as well. No Vortex Lightning is coming down at the moment on the Forge Hog, so Forge Hog is there. It's going to try and start retreating. Hopefully we'll be able to stop it, but we haven't. Grenade ability is coming down. Is he going to run into the mine? He does run into the mine, and then the Forge Hog gets taken out. That's beautiful right there. And so now it's time to finally grab a second base. I'm flowing so much supply, I don't even know what to do with it right now. So all in all, that was quite the stressful early game. I felt it in my commentary there. I was talking a little bit fast for myself, but we were able to hold it off. Red is now going to grab a second base, and now the Decimus with 2 minis will hopefully be able to at least continue to produce the air, because as what he says, all air all the time. And I'm not here to get into the discussion about that, because I know it's not a viable strat, but you know, that's what he wants to do. You gotta just respect your teammates' decisions and just work around the circumstances. So right now my economy is definitely, I'm floating a lot of supply right now. I definitely need to do something about this. Heal has come down because I didn't get the seismic bomb. So now we're just gonna see if we can just move out a little bit, see what's going on with the enemy. Finally going to get Tech 2. At least I think I am. I hope I am. There we go. Okay, finally, 3rd time's a charm. Now we're gonna just start making some gems, because we just have so much resources right now. And no one grabbed the mini nodes on those sides, like the nodes in general. Marine is starting to show up, but it's just gonna be a scout Marine. It's nothing too crazy, but I will send a crowd trooper over to go ahead and at least engage the Marine. But right now, good reset. Alright, Dark Blue committed a lot to try and stop me. I do have 2 gens up because my supply game is incredible right now. And now I gotta start working on the next phase of this game. Vortex Lightning is coming down on Apple's base, but there wasn't really anything to follow up with it, at least as of right now. Marauder is showing up there, but we do have some units. But now green is starting to show up a little bit more in the map as well. And now a cleansing beam is coming down on the base too. They're really trying to stop the base from happening. Wolverine is showing up, but I do have myself a heal, which is going to keep the base alive for a little bit longer, because he is going to Tech 2, and that would be very unfortunate if he ended up losing that base. And so mines are going to be set up at the front of the base to make sure that there is no access coming down. Mantis have arrived as well. Should upgrade the gen. There we go. The gen is being upgraded. And now we have our Marines with some grenades. We're throwing it to try and get some revenge on the Marines that are here. But all in all, we're going to be able to hold that off quite nicely. And now we're going to get our hero out as well on our side of the lane. So all in all, looking at the map, Decimus is finally getting themselves a second base. We were able to save the second base for our Johnson. And now we're going to go with an air pad, armory, and double factory. So this is going to be probably double Warthog. Well, we're going to make some Wolverines, probably because of the fact that we're going against a Vortis. And now light blue has already shown up to try and attack yellow's base. I'm going to go ahead and take some eyes on blue, and there we go. He has shown up and is making some air as we speak. So that's going to be my cue. Start making some Wolverines, because we're going to need something to counter that. The Mantis are heading over to support yellow, and I'm going to have to deal with this mass air that could become a problem if it does mass in itself. So we do have some Warhogs. We are making some Wolverines as well. So we're going to see how that turns out. And yellow is starting to get a good amount of air as a whole, which is going to be nice. And they cleared out what was left of green. But at this point, I want to see if I can go ahead and do something about this, which I can't at the moment. And there goes light blue, showing up on yellow's base once again, trying to take it out. Vortex lightning does come in to help push him back. I do have one siege set up and getting them upgrades for my bison. And what I want to do is just siege up the enemy and just keep that pressure up and try to let the air come to me instead of trying to fight at the base. That's the thought process around that. So we're going to see if that turns out as true. But I will start getting turrets because I know I'm going to need some anti-air turrets in case he goes after my base. So let's hope that I also get fortification, because that is going to be important to have. And so we kind of stabilized in all areas of the game. I'm going to go ahead and get the support drone ability. We're going to upgrade our supply pad because any supplies is good supply right now, because we got a lot of supply we need to spend in general. And so now we have ourselves our second Kodiak. At least I hope it's our second Kodiak. And we're just going to keep on making that anti-air while there's engagements happening on the right hand side. We do have a random grunt that's just chilling over there. Wish I had a unit, but I don't. But we do have mines I'm going to go ahead and place right onto their army. And I am going to think about placing heal, but I am not. And there you go. We already have dark blue working on the air. And I think if yellow comes over here, we'll be able to smash this very easily. But it just has not happened yet. And now he's going to focus down on our Kodiak, which is what I wanted to do. But I think I didn't position my army well enough. But we are at least resetting the air. And now I'm going to go ahead and try and push this. But he has anti-vehicle turrets set up on his base. So I need a lot more Kodiaks in order to get ourselves a better engagement. But they're starting to counter yellow a little bit better with Reavers and anti-air. But I'm still keeping their mass air in check right now. So it's all about which one's going to give first. And there goes our fortification upgrade that I talked about earlier that we were going to need for this situation. And so they're still fighting to the best of their ability over here. Definitely taking out a good engagement on green in order to get rid of a lot of his units over here. And so now, because of that, it's hopefully going to help relieve some pressure on that side of the lane. And here comes a cleansing beam that's coming down. He thought I wasn't paying attention, but I was. We got ourselves some splits. And will we lose a unit? It does look like we'll lose one Wolverine, which honestly is not bad whatsoever. And green is still trying to clear out what's over there. And I am just patiently waiting for the opportunity for my teammate to come in and help me slam on this, because I have Wolverines, but I don't have enough base damage for this because of the fact that it's just hard to deal with the amount of air that's over here. So fortification level 2 is coming in. Their air is just getting bigger and bigger. If I had that cryo ability, that would have also helped tremendously there too. Mines will continue to be placed down to help my teammate out over here. Definitely if I had infantry and bunkers, that actually would have helped as well. But we got the siege back up, which is going to be pretty nice. But they do have shrouds, so still stuck in a stalemate in my position, but still just patiently waiting for the opportunity. They do have Boundless Siphon and probably the other OP ability that makes them stronger as well. But all in all, it does look like yellow's going to start the rotation over. And this Kodiak's a little bit too close to my liking, so we're going to fall it back just a little bit to make sure that the air doesn't come to us. And now I'm going to get the cryo bomb, but I still need the seismic toss. So we're going to have siege up. We have plenty of vision. We have a good spread of Wolverines. And now it's just a matter of time of when is this engagement going to happen. So all in all, they still have invisibility and they're still looking very strong. I want to go ahead and do something about this, but even if I drop the cryo, not much can come out of it right now. The siege will continue nevertheless. Shrouds are coming in with invisibility, and now we're going to get ourselves a cleansing, and the cleansing kind of whiffed real hard. It's trying to go after the shrouds, but definitely if he U-turned it to the Banshees, that would have been better for me. But all in all, this was finally the engagement I was looking for, because yellow has shown up as well, which means red is now going to be responsible for the 2v1. But because now we have the Wolverine and the anti-air, we're going to be able to just focus down on Mitt Romney's fans base as a whole. Heal is going to come down. Y move is going to get popped from my leader to start slowing everything else down. And finally, we have got the engagement that I was looking for. The Desi is going to be able to clear all that stuff up, but unfortunately, light blue is showing up on red's base, but hopefully he'll be able to hold that. We're going to trust that he can. And so we're still putting down work on the turrets if possible. Yep, there goes the Banshees working on that. We're going to continue to send reinforcements if possible. Red is in a little bit of like problems over here, but he does have some Mantis, and now he's going to have some Colossus as well. And we were able to finally get rid of everything that is set up on this side. And green is trying to show up with reinforcements, but we do have the siege, and we do have what we need to get rid of this base. So even though a scatter bomb is coming down, I'm going to end up losing probably my hero as well. We're going to be able to at least focus down on the base and get rid of the units that we need. But great siege is happening right now as well, because its army was grouped up, and it does look like we're going to be able to clear this out. Surprised I have not made a single Nightingale after this point to get the heals that I need, but we're still looking very good in this regards, and that's because I self-destructed the air pad to get more power, because the mass air would have killed my Nightingales anyway. So that was my thought process, I'm presuming. So yellow has helped me out. I finally got what I needed. A cleansing beam is going to come down. We're going to try and split we shall, and we're going to only lose one Wolverine. We don't even lose a Wolverine. Great splits as a whole. Yellow's going to go ahead and keep on applying the pressure, and I'm just going to go ahead and head on over. I don't have much, right? There's not much I can do, but I'm going to keep making some units. Wolverines are showing up. This is going to be a nice Wolverine battle until my siege can come over here and help assist. And so now the heavy metal comes down, shield gen went up, but we are going to be able to clear this. And so now the siege is going to begin. Still trying to go ahead and get my 3rd tier upgrades, but unfortunately I upgraded the wrong base because I had the wrong base hot group. So all in all, we're going to at least get rid of the base. I did lose my hero because that was very dumb of me, but it is what it is. We're going to keep sending our reinforcements over to go ahead and help yellow out, and yellow is just stripping the base pretty well. We got ourselves a great Mac that went down, which is going to allow the siege to continue to do amazing work on that ground over there. Now we're going to have the reinforcements that we need to help deal with green and what's left of him. We don't want him going after the turret, so we're going to go ahead and continue that siege. We have heals if we need be. We do have a ram as well to go ahead and take that out. But the Forge Hog is still alive, just barely. And so I want to see if I can get rid of that Forge Hog before it's too late. And there we go. We got one ram in, and there we go. We took that out as well. And now light blue has shown up with a Scarab. We're going to go ahead and drop the Cryo. We're going to drop the Seismic Toss. A lot of damage has gone down there. They're trying to focus down on my siege that's set up, but all they have is Wolverines. So they're just staggering, going back and forth. So we have a nice little battle there. But their Scarab does look like it's going to get taken care of as well by the mass air. And the Decimus is doing great work, as well as my siege as a whole. Blisterback did come down by light blue, so we got to be careful if that Cataclysm gets popped. That's going to be a problem. And so now dark blue's base was taken care of. And so that was a very, very, very spicy ending to this game. Mitt Romney fan has been eliminated. Red did his march on the right hand side to get rid of all of light blue's bases because light blue came to rescue dark blue, and green has self-destructed his bases as well. So look at that, we were having action from the very beginning to the very end, and I don't expect anything less because I am a fan of Mitt Romney fan. Shout out to him. He was a great third for all the times we have played together. And I've even made a video of matching up with him, and we ended up losing. So all in all, it's just a good reminisce towards the past games I've played over these past 4 years. So I want to just give a special thanks to just seeing familiar players, and it's cool to see that people are still playing after so many years have passed for this game. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you would like to as well. Also, let me know what you thought about this game, and as well as my future topics. Gen 1st and the matchmaking for this game. But all in all, there's not really much left here. I'm just going to keep getting upgrades, and this game's going to come to a close. We're just going to crash in, and there we go. Victory has come upon us. So let's
The
take a look
enemy
at
has
these
been
stats
defeated,
before we
and
give
we have minimal
ourselves an
casualties.
adieu.
Just as I predicted.
Mitt Romney fan playing as Decimus, Alex Noob 6508 playing as Vordis, Coco Mamba playing as Forge, I'm playing as Serina, Apple's playing as Johnny, and Ginger Brian Man is playing as Decimus. And he went 65 for 119. Our Johnny went 18 for 48. I went 42 for 65. The enemy went 93 for 65, 75 for 36, 61 for 22 for Mitt Romney fan. And the level 86, shout out to him, just destroyed us economy wise. He was able to establish 3 bases because he got that side of the lane locked down pretty early, which was really cool. And Kokomomba made a lot of units, 92 of them. So pretty impressive in that front. And I won the active power leaderboards used. So yeah, I have a Discord if you want to go ahead and join, talk about Halo Wars, my game development that I do on the side, on my spare time, as well as a Patreon if you would like to support that, or just what I'm doing in general. Greatly appreciate it. If not, it is all good. And with that being said, have yourself a good one, have yourself a splendid one, and until next time.